Do you have the Starlink Gen 2 standard actuated hardware and wish you could make it lay flat at times without having to modify it and void your warranty? Well, guess what? There's a new feature in the app that lets you do just that. Come join us as we tell you more about it. Hi, I'm Dan from the Mobile Internet Resource Center. So Starlink has added a new function to the app for users with the Gen 2 standard actuated system. You now have the option to tilt your Starlink and force it to lay flat upon user's request. It even mentions in the app that this is best used if the Starlink is going to be powered on while in motion. This is an interesting move from Starlink since the Gen 2 hardware was actually never designed or approved for in-motion usage. However, Starlink does allow in motion up to 10 miles per hour on the mobile plans without needing mobile priority data. So this is a very welcome change for users. Over the years, it has actually become pretty common to modify the Gen 2 dish to force it to lay flat. In fact, in the boating community, this has been a common modification since a boat swinging at anchor can often have Starlink pointing in the wrong direction. And when it tries to reorient itself, it will temporarily disconnect service, causing an outage. So many boaters found by disabling the motors or forcing the way to the dish to lay flat, they would stay connected regardless of which way their boat was facing or swinging at anchor. So now users can actually use the app to force it to point straight up and not have to worry about modifying it and voiding their warranty. RVers who have found ways to permanently mount the dish to their RV will also appreciate this change, since now they can force it to point straight up, and the dish will work in any direction regardless of which way their RV is facing. Some RVers have even suggested if they're in a more heavily forested area, which is the clearing overhead, that forcing the dish to point straight up has helped them get better service, although the dish itself electronically aims the antenna. But for some, they claim it helps, and this is another way they can test it. And since it's in the app, they can try it both tilting automatically or pointing straight up and see if one way makes a difference compared to the other. In order to use this new feature, you'll need to make sure your app is updated to the latest version. And then when you go in there under Settings and under the Starlink dish, you'll see a tilt option that will allow you to select automatic or flat. This option is only available to Roam users who have a mobile regional or mobile global plan. It's not available for residential users. Unfortunately, those that have hung on to portability, it's also not available to you either. So just mobile users on Roam plans. There are some downsides to laying flat, such as precipitation. If you find yourself in heavy rain or even hail or snow, if the dish is pointed flat, it's not going to allow that precipitation to run off as quickly, which may cause interruptions to your service. Also, if you're in Alaska or northern Canada, in one of the polar regions where there's a lot less satellites overhead, you won't be able to see as far down to the horizon, so this may not be a great option to use in those parts of the world. However, since this is now a software function in the app, if you have one of the plans that has given you this ability to tilt your Starlink flat, you can try it out, going from tilted to flat, and see how your service changes. See if it's for the better, or maybe it meets a application that you were trying to set up anyways, and you just prefer it to be flat. Let us know if you have tried this and how it works for you.
These videos are brought to you by our premium members, our mobile internet aficionados. They make it possible for us to track this news and create these videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, or better yet, consider becoming a member yourself.